We are back. Welcome to Shark Coast Tactical Podcast, episode 75. I am not in my bathroom, but I am here with my homies. I have the Andrew Kjeer, HUXWRX representative extraordinaire, FFL holder, machine giggle aficionado, and a tall motherfucker who looks like he has eyeliner.
The 8-foot tall.
I have the Brown Lightning himself, Omer Essen.
Hello.
Luke, my lord, the glue, Andrew.
What up?
And the amazing motherfucking Dean Carroll.
What's going on, guys?
How's everybody doing?
Great. Not too bad.
How was your week?
A lot of numbers and letters.
Numbers and
And
letters?
spreadsheets, yeah.
Who are you writing letters to? The Cali people?
No, you. It's a spreadsheets.
Oh, the
Yeah, it's a
spreadsheets. Yeah,
spreadsheets.
I'm sorry. It produces commerce, though.
Yeah.
Like you doing that. Like, that's a big deal. That's like your job.
Hell yeah.
I don't know who else would do it. Luke is kind of maxed out. How about you, Omar?
This is good.
Do you want to talk about your adventure?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So you let me know when you're ready to talk about those
you.
kind of things,
I appreciate
okay?
that.
And we'll bring it into
Thank you very
the
much.
podcast. But for now, we'll just
Appreciate it.
leave you alone when it comes to it. So Andrew is an FFL, and meaning he has a license to do firearms business, and he does firearms business on the side in addition to his duties with HUXWRX. He's into machine guns and stuff like that, same stuff that I'm into, and a lot of changes just happened with the ATF. The whole Trump taking over and changing the ATF, apparently it's kind of a thing, maybe. So I thought he would come on, and for a part of the podcast, we could talk about it. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No, not really.
Because you live in a fucking bubble, dude. It must be so nice. Luke, do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Why don't you explain to everybody at home what happened?
So there was a press conference, I think it was last Tuesday, and they appointed a new ATF director whose name I don't remember, but and then immediately there is a list of I think 25 or 23 new rules that they put out that aren't official yet. There's usually a point of public comment for the public to comment on these new rules, and then they will be put into place. And from what I read, they're all pretty much good rules. I mean, it's good.
Oh, you read through it?
Yeah, of course.
You prepared? Or you just wanted to know?
I mean, I wanted to know. I mean, it's kind of part of my job is in the
Oh,
compliance.
yeah, you're a
department
compliance guy.
is to know these things. So, I read through it. But it's mostly good things. It's a lot of repealing things, making. There's a lot of questionable, like things that are questionable that they tried to make more clear, such as like doing business and I don't know, just a lot of stuff that they clarified and a lot of good stuff.
Omar, have you heard anything about the new director of the ATF?
Not about him specifically, no. I heard about the rules, but
What did any of them make you excited?
if any of them actually happen, yeah.
So, Dean, what happened was like the ATF launched like a fucking PR campaign, basically. Like so Trump wrote like one of the first executive orders was like some fucking executive order, like it was supposed to be like what was it called, the Second Amendment Safety Act or some shit. Like he wrote something and it was basically telling the ATF to chill the fuck out, and nothing's happened with the ATF other than the big beautiful bill. And the ATF is noticeably different. Like the last time we had an audit, I mean, they were pretty nice.
Chill, yeah.
They were pretty chill, but they were pretty chill the last time they were here too. But if we would have had a mistake, there goes our license. But so then they released this big thing. And so if you're an FFL holder, like me and Andrew, like we saw it and we're like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on there. I think one of my favorite things was
Just put your mic close to your face.
you can now keep digital bound book, which you were able to do before, but basically anytime you brought something in or took something out, you would have to print out a copy of your bound book. So from my understanding, I'm not a compliance guy. I don't know, like I'm not an ATF person. I'm just the 8-foot tall. So my interpretation...
You can always have a digital bound book.
You can,
Yeah.
but you would have to print it out every time you did anything with it if they were to come and audit you, from my understanding.
That's not true.
Okay.
From my understanding, it's for 4473, so you can do digital before, if you did digital
Oh, you
4473s,
have to print those fuckers out.
you'd still have to print them out.
Oh, that's yeah.
What I'm in my
Got it.
interpretation as a 6 foot tall is you just don't have to print those out after.
Yeah, you look like you have eyeliner on too.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe that's why all the fucking big bears want to. What the fuck's going on with Luke? Luke Nation won't seem to leave.
Luke Nation's here to stay.
Is it here to stay?
I think
Have you
so.
gotten any DMs?
I have not, no.
You have not? Are you on Instagram?
Kind of.
Kind of?
Yeah.
You need to get on there. I can't wait till a fucking large fucking gay man comes in and starts harassing you. I cannot wait, dude. I can't wait. You know?
What an odd thing to say.
Why? Why is that odd? It'd be funny. I'm all into chaos and funny. It'd be funny. I mean, I've seen it happen before. I've seen like rich fellows get infatuated with their salesman, and Luke is out there, man. And those pictures,
They're good pictures.
they're good pictures. Eric, cock.
Eric. No, that happened to you, Omar, remember?
I wasn't going to say that, Luke. You fucking dick.
I'm sorry.
I danced around the whole fucking thing. And you know what I mean? I danced around the whole fucking thing, and you had to just say, there.
5 foot tall. What do you think they mean by redefining the machine guns?
Did you read it?
I just saw redefining machine gun definition, and I don't know if that's a positive or a negative redefine.
It's a positive.
Okay. So
Believe it or not, it's a positive. How I read it was, I've got it right here. I printed them out for everybody. Where is it? Number 1, ATF is removing 2 sentences from its 3 regulatory definitions of machine gun that previously incorporated bump stocks into those definitions. This action responds directly to Supreme Court decision Garland versus Cargill, which held that semi-automatic rifles equipped with bump stocks do not satisfy the definition of machine gun. Under the National Firearms Act, this rescission, I don't know, how do you say that word? Rescission aligns ATF's regulatory text with the statute of the court's binding legal representation. What do you think that means?
FRTs are even more solidified. Let's get moving, Florida.
unless that they're going to change the wording of it to allow bump stocks and then write more shit into it to outlaw FRTs.
Don't see why they would, but okay.
Oh, really? Because they're not the ATF?
Well, why would they get rid of something that? Well, I guess because
bump stocks are fucking laughable, but an FRT is an FRT.
Well, why would they remove it and then add something instead of just amending it?
I don't know. I've got fucking PTSD from those people. I mean, I don't believe anything that they say, and I'm sorry. I'm sure you guys are watching, but like I'm scared to death. Like when you even say the fucking name, like I'm like, oh god damn. But because I can't believe they would do something regulatory that could allow FRTs more into the mainstream. That's why. And the bump stock thing was the thing down from Trump, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also did like torture and gas and burn alive women and children. So
They do that?
it's a little understandable.
What do you think? Because you're into machine guns.
I think whatever they do, they need to do a clear outline of whatever it is, because I'm sure that
Yes.
you've noticed, like with certain agents, they will tell you one thing and another agent will tell you something completely different. So
100%.
there needs to be a clear outline of whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Do you hear about the poor fellows getting popped over there in West Palm Beach for FRTs?
I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, so West Palm Beach is a pretty sketchy place, like for firearms. There's a big gun show over there called the West Palm Beach Gun Show, and it's the one gun show that's not one big one that's not controlled by Shoot Straight and Khalid, and it's right down the street from Shoot Straight, which is funny. And Shoot Straight has a big presence there, I think, maybe, but maybe they're not there anymore. I'm not sure, but it's like fucking Sketchville, always has been, and shit always like people get arrested in the parking lot for doing dirty shit, and FDLE sent people in, like people were coming from Texas with homemade FRTs and selling them for like $80, and they popped 2 people that I know of. Like that's poor guys.
Yeah, that sucks.
Wasn't somebody supposed to be like a sacrificial lamb so he can
Fucking
get
Luke.
legal?
Yeah, dickhead. What happened to that?
I don't know. I needed more financial backing.
Even in Florida, I mean, there's like no clear definition of is an FRT legal or not. I know that a lot of companies won't sell them into Florida, but there's no like clear definition. If
Yes,
they're
there
legal or
is.
not.
It's definitely not.
It's definitely clear.
I
We
get-
talked about it. It's not clear.
I get people that tell me that all the time. Like, one of the most common questions I get asked is like, they always preface the question with like, so I know nobody really knows, but are FRTs legal in Florida? And it's always like, no, it's very clear. They are not.
There's a lot of people that have them in Florida.
There are, and that is really fun to see. It's just people that don't give a shit, because I don't think anybody actually cares. I don't know about any. I haven't been to all of Florida, but at least
ATF cares.
well, the ATF shouldn't care because it's a state thing. It's not a federal thing. So it would be just Florida law enforcement that does, because it's the Florida state law that makes it illegal federally, and per ATF they are legal.
I've got a buddy up in, I don't even know where his shop is, but he's got this big, beautiful shop somewhere in the south, north of us. And he says he moves 10 a day, 10 ARs with triggers in them.
Yeah, I don't think people really care, but like you can point to the specific law, like per Florida law. No. I guess that's why people are confused, is that like, if it's illegal, why are so many people doing it so blatantly? And it's just because nobody fucking cares. It's great. I wish that's how it was for everything.
Can you imagine if like drunk driving was the same way? People were just
That's not where my head went.
drunk fucking everywhere. Or, smoking pot.
I mean, pot's illegal federally.
Yes.
But, in different states, it's legal.
I wanted to bring that up, right? Like, so isn't fucking the Donald, like, doesn't he want to make it legal for people to have a firearm and smoke pot? Wasn't that like a campaign promise or some shit?
Yeah, they just changed it like last week.
Yeah, I went from a Schedule 1 drug to, I believe, a Schedule 2 or a Schedule 3. So
Three.
Schedule 1 means like there's no medical purpose whatsoever.
Yeah, but it has to be on here. It has to be dictated by the ATF in the form, and there's nothing in there about it. Like, there's no, like, from what I could tell in the, it would be a perfect opportunity to say, because they're going to, one of the things is they're going to amend the 4473, but there's no mention of medicinal purposes for medical marijuana or ibogaine or whatever.
Well, this was only a week ago. I'm sure it'll come. If I had to guess, I'm guessing.
So is this.
If I had to guess, they're probably just going to remove that disclaimer part from that question, because they asked the question and then there's a whole like disclaimer in bold being like, even if it's legal even if it's legal in your state, if it's illegal federally, you can't do it or whatever. I think they're just going to get rid of that disclaimer.
That would be cool. So the form is supposed to change too. The form's supposed to change. Like, there's all these different changes coming from the ATF that's supposed to, like, here, you should hear what they wrote. Where's it at? Have you read it?
Yeah, so they're taking the non-binary thing off, from what I understand, and now you have to put your birth gender on there.
So the ATF launched a new era of reform in 2025, focused on a commitment to transparency, accountability, and partnership with the firearms industry, gun owners, and the public. Under new leadership, the agency has fundamentally changed course, moving towards a model built on trust and collaboration. That means working with federal firearms and explosive licensees as partners, reducing unnecessary burdens on law-abiding citizens and businesses, and ensuring ATF's actions are grounded in clear statutory authority and focused on protecting American communities from violent crime driven by explosives, arson, and the illegal use of firearms. What does that sound like to you?
Smoke and mirror.
Sounds like
especially something that says clear coming from the ATF. Something
really cool that they did. So I wanted to get the exact amount of people who got shut down during the Biden terms, but there's a thing in there where if you've been shut down, you have the ability to get your license back. So there's an email from some person, and you're supposed to email her, and then they'll give you your license back, allegedly, which is pretty cool for all the hundreds of people who lost everything.
But we're still waiting for all that to pass, correct?
Yeah, anything they do, they have to put it up for a certain amount of time for the public to comment on it. And if the public comments on it negatively, they'll be like, oh, okay, maybe we shouldn't do this.
Yeah, I think it was, 60 to 90 days?
Yeah, 60 to 90
Something like
days.
that.
Did they not do that before?
What do you mean?
They
Like having the public comment on things before they make them a rule?
did it. They did it for the pistol brace, and they still did it. When they made the
What were
pistol brace ruling, and they were like, pistol braces are SBRs.
So they
had
don't care about the comments.
yeah,
is what
the
you're saying. they didn't. They couldn't care less about the.
Yeah.
No,
comments.
they did that. They did like they were coming down on the pistol brace in the beginning. They were coming down on them, and then enough people bitched about it. Where like enough people, I think this was before technology, because enough people commented that they had, because when you comment or when you send a message in, they have to reply. And so enough people did it where they just said, fuck it. And they forgot about the pistol brace for a short time, maybe 5 years. And this is back, I think, do you remember like 2014,
Well, didn't
2015?
SB Tactical and FRAC, they did a whole bunch of lobbying against the pistol brace deal. I know that they put a ton of money into it.
Yeah, that's recently though. But like back in the day when the pistol brace thing came up, it went for like what Omar's saying, and enough people commented, and they had to reply to each comment or get the intel, and it enough people bitched about it, shut them down, and they didn't do anything with the pistol brace thing for a good amount of time, and then it came back up, and then eventually the pistol brace ban went into effect and fucked everything up. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Were you here?
Yeah, I was.
And we had to fucking pull every gun off the wall and take the pistol brace
Take
off.
all the listings offline.
Take
get them
all the listings.
changed, do
God, do you remember that,
pictures.
Luke?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
big time.
You probably didn't even know what one of those guns were, Luke.
What are you talking about? A pistol brace?
Yeah.
Yes, I knew
That
it.
was still back in your heavy Ruger days.
I had a braced Ruger. No, I'm kidding. No.
Omar, do you remember? Were you here then?
You serious?
I can't remember. Dude, I'm 54 years old, dude. Yeah, I can't remember.
I did like over 1,000 Form 1s for you.
No, that's not the same.
It was a different time?
Different time.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Different time. When they did amnesties, when they did the Form 1 things. Like when, like,
Yeah, when they did I did the amnesties.
that was another time.
They did this twice. They did amnesties twice?
No,
No,
like,
this was before, he's saying.
Saying
yeah,
the
before,
amnesty.
like it was right around SHOT Show time, and they all just sudden, like right when everybody was going to SHOT Show, they fucking said pistol braces are banned, and every distributor stopped carrying them. Sports South, RSR, everybody fucking. Maxim lost 85% of their business.
That
like,
sounds like the amnesty one.
mm-mm.
This
Different.
happened twice.
It's happened like 10 times.
Because the amnesty one also happened right at SHOT Show when everybody went for SHOT Show. That's when they dropped it down.
It did happen that time. Yeah, you're right. But fuck, I can't even remember. I'm getting old. We need like a chronicler, a little dude who sings with a guitar. You know, like in Lord of the Rings, the cartoon versions. ATF and the pistol brace. You know what I mean? No? Fuck. All right, fine. Fuck off. But what about the, so officially the pistol brace is off the table in the new rules that you can go check out on the ATF. Like they're one part of their things that what are 34 different things they're doing? What'd you say in the beginning?
I think it was like 23.
Like,
something
so
like that.
one of the points they're doing is they're eliminating the whole pistol braces are legal, which just came up like 2 months ago, didn't it? Like they redefined it as it was. Didn't they just come 2 months ago? They were like, it's illegal again.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Did they really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was like a letter or something that someone got saying that, this is an SBR because
Yes.
it has a brace on it.
Yes.
And then everyone's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and everybody was like, what the
we thought
fuck?
we were done with this.
Yeah, and then now the official stance from them is removing factoring criteria for firearms with attached stabilizing braces. ATF is proposing to formally rescind regulatory changes made in 2023 regarding firearms equipped with stabilizing braces. Multiple federal courts have found that the 2023 rule, as codified in 27 CFR 478.11 and 479.11, violated the Administrative Procedure Act, and the rule has been enjoined, stayed, or vacated across numerous jurisdictions. The proposal removes regulatory language that has been largely unenforceable, restoring the regulatory definitions consistent with the underlying statutory definitions. That's fucking cool. And then my favorite is SBRs are now you're now allowed to take them across state lines without ATF approval. That is fucking big.
How many people actually ever did that though?
Dude, plenty of people like they don't want to get SBRs because I go hunting about once every 5 years.
Yeah, we heard of that like what, a week and a half ago. The
Yeah.
guy was sitting here arguing with us for like 20 minutes. All you had to do previously.
Oh
was
yeah.
send in a letter.
The one dude, yeah.
Yeah, send in a letter.
He
but
wrote
how
us a real nice review.
How many people do you think actually ever sent that letter in?
I think some people are into obeying the law. Like some people, it's really like my dad was one of them. He was really into like obeying like rules and shit.
Yeah.
And I think that some people like, fuck, I'm not going to do that. It's against the law. So
But don't get me wrong, it is awesome. I mean, because there's a lot of things you don't think about. Say, like my wife's family lives in Alabama. I hunt with the SBR. I would have thought about writing that letter because it's literally like 5 minutes over the border of Florida and Alabama.
Well, what about all you fucks taking your SBRs to demos and shit?
Well, that all
Like the whole, like, how does that work?
that all falls under the company's SOT. So
So all your SBRs are under the company?
Why are you trying to do this right now?
if they're my personal SBRs, then they fall under my company.
Right. So how many?
Could you say that again into the lapel mic, please?
No. So how many reps are out there that have their own gear because the gear that the company gives them might be dodgy or shoddy, so they have their own SBRs, or even people who have their own and they take their SBRs across state lines to do demos.
Yeah.
Every day, probably hundreds of people, and they don't pull out. They don't fill out.
Yeah, especially rep group guys where they buy the
Rep
stuff
group guys,
themselves.
yeah.
Yep.
Those
So,
poor bastards.
probably happens all the time. But I mean, never once have I ever gone to TSA. They open up a box and question me about a firearm.
No.
So
And I think it's big for people that live in like border. You live right on the border of a state, and you work in another state, or you just have to go, drive over back all the time.
or if you're in the military.
Yeah.
I think it's a huge win. It remains to be seen like what they're going to do. I'd like to go back and investigate things. Like we got worked by the ATF twice and fucking got dirtied. Like there's dirty fucking shit that happened, and I'd like to say, hey man, it wasn't fucking cool. If you're all this new age of the ATF, like, can we have a conversation about a conversation?
What do you think about the ComBlock stuff?
I didn't understand it.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah. So from what I understand is now we can import stuff from all the ComBlock countries other than Russia. So if there's a country like Bulgaria that's going to make Russian ammo, they can have it sent here. Or maybe they can potentially import Russian ammo to them and then send it here. I'm not really sure, but
Is that what that meant?
it seems like we're going to be able to get ComBlock stuff over here a lot easier than what we were previously.
So if you're, go ahead, Luke. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Now we're talking Luke's language.
and then
ComBlock shit.
So, and then there's also the thing that, like, it was if you imported a company imported the ammo from Russia to a third party country, it had to sit there for like 12 years before they could import it into the United States. So I'm hoping that there is big, like in Lord of War, there's big, warehouses full of 7.62 by 39, 5.45 that has been sitting in these countries and now can be imported into America.
God, would that be
sick.
glorious?
Yeah.
Well, we'll start getting parts kits again.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. And the cool thing, a couple years, I think it's been like 2 years
So
ago
explain
now.
that. Explain how is it different getting parts kits after this versus getting parts kits now? Are you having problems getting stuff now?
No, I don't think you could get Russian stuff as easily as you.
Oh, so you
used to
would,
be
but now
able
you can
to.
go put Russian stuff into Romania and then get the Romania to import it in.
Yeah, and then a couple years, it's been like a year or two ago now. You couldn't have live barrels, so you couldn't have like an original Russian AK barrel if you were ordering a parts kit, and then they overturned that. So I think now you're able to have barrels. You can have different stuff like that, which is kind of cool. That you
So
can
for
import stuff.
have you? No, you have like a lot of AK dork friends, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys all like in a group chat, like fucking?
No, but I'm in some of the
On
AK
yourself?
groups, and
Is
there's some
everybody
people
like
that are
fucking this on it or
pretty
what?
happy?
Is everybody pretty happy?
Yeah.
What do you want?
What do I want? I'd love to have a VSS, after this war is over. Somebody find one on the ground and then chop it up and mail it over.
That'd be nice, huh?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What about you, Luke? What do you want?
RPD.
RPD would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be so sick. And then maybe with an FRT, if that's ever changes.
I want my fucking FRT rights.
Yeah.
It's so gay. Hey, before we go further, let me say I appreciate you guys watching us. And if you found us, thank you so much for finding us. And if you have the opportunity, smash the like button and share this to people if you get anything out of it. Check out our other social media pages. We have a TikTok, which doesn't get a lot of use because Eric won't make the videos for it. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And if you have the chance, come to the shop. It's kind of a cool place, and I'll give you free stuff. Omar, are you interested in comm block guns?
Nope. Can't
Why?
be seen with them.
Why?
I can't be seen with them.
I think that's just a silly way to exist.
Sure. Rather be silly than dead.
Who's going to... People kind of know who you are, though, nowadays.
I mean, I feel like that's a silly way to exist.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, if... like a hunter accidentally shooting something? Like somebody... I thought I was a terrorist, but it was Omar.
That's what I'm saying. You go fucking listen to whoever you people listen to, some podcast, and they're like, yeah, there's these sleeper Iranians. They look brown with a beard, and they got an AK. Shoot them if you see them. They're gonna bomb the mosques. Whatever.
Bomb the mosques.
I don't know, man. I'd rather not be seen with an AK.
They're so much fun, though. Although
Sure.
mine broke. It did.
What?
Mine
The most
broke.
reliable gun on the face
It
of
did.
the
It
earth.
fucking broke.
You know, them M16s, you get a speck of dust in them, they stop
Yeah,
working.
they stopped working.
That's not true.
Bud lore.
Oh, what about like joint registration for spouses?
I think that's pretty awesome.
Do you guys know about that? So they're going to devise a way, according to this, they're going to devise a way if you have a spouse that you guys can jointly file for the tax stamp without doing a trust.
What happens in the divorce, though?
Oh.
Who gets the suppressor?
Their response is that's up to you. That's up for the lawyers to figure out.
That means the woman.
I mean, if it was me, I'd just give it to my wife. Here you go, take it.
Do you think the Sarasota swingers are going to be all getting together and swapping their suppressors?
I think more than one.
How do you know about the Sarasota swingers, dude? How do you know about that?
This is Florida. It's everywhere.
I think more than one person is going to marry their friend so they can have a suppressor together. I think more than one.
Okay, so what's your theory?
My theory is there's going to be at least one
Same-sex
probably
marriage
more than one.
or
yeah, like a dude who's going to marry his best friend legally so that they can, have a suppressor together, raise it as their own.
Would you do that with Sean?
No.
What about Luke? Would you do that with Dean?
Fuck no. Let me answer for you. No.
Yeah, but I mean, let's talk machine guns here. If you and your buddy wanted to go half on a transferable,
I mean,
that might be worth it.
do you have to be married, or could you be in a domestic partnership?
Those are areas for commenting on the ATF's website.
Sorry, it made me think of this. In the Turkish military, you can't serve if you are a gay top, and they make you. Sorry, you can't serve if you're a gay bottom, and they make you prove it. You have to.
Wow, you have to show your. Well, why are we talking about this?
Because the whole you marry your best friend thing that just made
Wait,
me think of it.
hold
Like
on.
they ask for proof.
So in the Turkish army, you can't serve if you're a bottom, and you have to show your.
You have to show you're being penetrated by. Yeah.
Are you? That's true.
This is a real thing.
Is that why you didn't serve?
This is a real thing. So there's mandatory military service in Turkey. There's very few ways out of it. You pretty much got to pay the government a bunch of money or serve your 18 months or whatever it is.
What if you're a top gay like Luke?
Then
Not top gay.
you still have to serve.
So that means you're
The
bottom.
one way that people
Not
can
gay.
get out of it reliably is by proving that they're a gay person, but specifically a gay bottom because they will allow gay tops. And they ask for proof. They have they have a whole process where you have to submit a video, and somebody evaluates the video and deems whether or not you're fit for service based on if you're really gay or not. They can tell from the video.
Weird.
Speaking of which, one of the things on the
Gay
ATF
videos?
forms is now whenever you're filling out a 4473, you have to put your biological gender, which I think is pretty awesome.
They don't come in here though.
I mean, they might not come in here, but they're getting guns from somewhere.
Do you remember that one person who was like, yeah, it makes my background check come back faster?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we tried it, and the background check came back faster.
Yeah.
Like some guy came in and did it, and he says it's because his background check comes faster.
That's weird.
It is weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a transsexual try to buy a firearm for a long time. The last time a transsexual tried to buy a firearm, like he couldn't, and then he tried to get his wife. It was a dude as a girl, and she tried to get his wife, who was a real girl, to buy him a cheap AR, and we kiboshed it, and then he started getting violent.
That's weird.
I said, ma'am, it's ma'am.
Well, that segues into another one of the thing.
Oh, God.
Is about straw purchases. Do you have any explanation on that?
Fuck no, it's hard to. So
They don't really say much about it.
The one thing I don't like about this kind of stuff is, so it says firearms transaction and straw purchases. ATF is proposing to amend its regulations to provide greater regulatory clarity around the federal prohibition on straw purchases. A straw purchase effectively hides the identity of the actual purchaser / ultimate recipient of the firearms and circumvents the regulatory requirements for firearm transfer by foregoing background checks, The proposed rule is intended to provide clearer guidance for licensees, including which transactions are not considered straw purchases, thereby supporting enforcement against true straw purchases.
What does that mean? Are they banning Dracos, high points, and Tauruses?
I think it means that a lot of people got pinched on what could be considered a straw purchase during the Biden years, and I think a lot of people lost their license because of it. And now there will be a set thing. A straw purchase means this. Like we fucking if we just get an inkling of a straw purchase, we're like, fuck you. Both of you do background checks, or you don't get shit. But there's a review on our page on our Google where like a girl came in and she was tall, but she didn't look like she knew anything about AKs, and I asked her what was the AK chambered in, and she's like, I don't know. So I said, I don't think that gun's for you. I think it's for your boyfriend. And I'm like, but no worries. Tell you what, if your boyfriend fills out the 4473 and gets approved on this lower that I will give you, like I was going to give him an ATI lower, and then I'll let you do the paperwork, and then you guys can both leave with the guns. And they got real pissed off and left and gave me a bad review.
I mean, smart on your end. It's kind of funny. One of my gun shops told me that they bought a High Point for $50 on a trade-in, and he said that gun's made them more money on non-approvals than any gun in the
What do you
entire
mean?
shop.
Why?
Because they charge like $25 for a non-approval. So people will come in to try and buy that High Point, and then they'll fill out the paperwork, and they won't get approved. So
that's
they
really
charge
smart.
The person $25. He said a $50 gun's made him like $2,000.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty awesome.
Dude, tales from the gun shop. But I think that it'd be nice. It's this kind of shit's like, again, I have PTSD from dealing with the ATF for 15 years. Show me. Like this just seems like fluff.
I mean, all joking aside, it's a great start. I mean, there's not really anything bad that's in there for us whatsoever. So, I mean, shout out for trying at least. So
Yeah,
we'll
shout out
just
for
see
trying.
what happens.
Isn't it crazy? Like the one thing that fucking Trump does is he gets stuff done with the ATF. Like the one thing that happens, we get the big beautiful bill that gets passed, and the zero cost tax items. And that's a big one here. Where is it? That's the big one that I really liked. Okay, so changes to National Firearms Act remittance provisions. Final rule. So, Omar, listen to this. ATF is issuing a final rule to amend the National Firearms Act regulations to reflect changes made by the Big Beautiful Bill Act to reduce the tax remittance rate for certain NFA items. The final rule is necessary to align with regulatory text and statutory requirements and implements the legal changes. To me, that says that if they make it official on their end, then it can't be changed.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, because they govern the shit.
What I'm hoping what it means is, like, how can you make somebody get a tax stamp for something that there's no tax for? That's what I'm hoping it means.
Oh, you're hoping that they deregulate the NFA?
I mean, that's what I'm hoping. Because the biggest thing that I'm scared of is that if we do get somebody different in office, that's a liberal or whatever, and then they change all this stuff and then make the tax stamp like $6,000.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's the big.
This is to me. This reads that they'll make it official, and they can't. Like you can't. I don't think a different administration can get in and then deregulate the ATF again. Well, I mean, I guess they could. They could put someone else liberal in charge and then try to get them to change everything. But that would just be a clusterfuck.
I mean, isn't the whole government?
Absolutely. Whatever happened to the Ethiopians or the Somalians stealing all our money?
Nothing.
Did you get any money back or what? Weren't we all supposed to get like $2,000 or something?
Nope.
No, weren't we supposed to get money back because the Somalians stole everything? We were getting money from tariffs or something.
Yeah, I heard there's like a tariff refund or something. You're
Okay.
like $1,500, and then I don't know. I haven't heard anything since.
Well, they had to pay back all the tariffs, didn't they?
I don't know.
Pretty sure the Supreme Court was like, yeah, you gotta pay back all the tariffs.
I think I heard that too.
Oh no, it's too much politics, not enough guns.
Smoke and mirrors.
I think it's definitely kind of cool. It's cool, but I'm definitely apprehensive. I think it's definitely really sweet for everybody who lost their license for them to be able to apply and get their license back. I think that's fucking really sweet. But shit, man, at least it's a start.
Yeah, and like I said, they're supposedly making it a lot easier on FFLs where they're not going to lose their licenses as easily as they did before. And like I said, I mean, this is a start. I mean, it all has to start from somewhere. So if it goes through, that's great. I mean, if we get half of the stuff to go through, that's great,
So, Dean, I think we're in talks with Vortex to have them sponsor us.
I overheard.
You overheard?
I overheard.
What do you think, Luke?
I think that's awesome. Vortex it's like a great sponsor too, because they don't have guns that we would review. So
What if they send you shirts and you have to wear them?
I'd wear them. I have a Vortex shirt I wear all the time.
Omar, are you cool with Vortex sponsoring us?
Absolutely, if it happens. I try to not get my hopes up, but no, that'd be amazing.
Well, they want us to stop using Vortex. I mean, stop using HoloSun and use Vortex for all of our builds that we do. So why did you just go, ugh?
More money?
What do you mean? No, they're cheaper.
Oh, are they? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're cheaper.
I just thought it was more. That's the only.
No, they're cheaper than HoloSun.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah, like it would save us a little bit of money.
As long as they can keep up with our demand and
They can
them
keep up.
coming.
They can probably beat HoloSun with as far as demand is concerned. Like they're better at it, and they all speak English.
There's no downside to this. Let's make it happen.
What do you think?
I mean, I want an
Would you take
AMG really bad.
Would you take?
don't want to spend $5,000 on one.
Do you want HoloSun or Vortex on your gun?
I like the HoloSun pistol optics a lot.
Well, what have you tried the Vortex pistol optics? Because that's the thing.
I like the HoloSun pistol optics a lot.
Okay, well, so that Omar was saying that the market won't respond well to the Vortex pistol optics.
That's not what I said.
What did you say then?
I like HoloSun optics on my pistols.
Okay.
What he said, basically, yeah. I didn't say anything about the market. I don't know how the market will respond to anything. I just like EPSs.
Okay. I must be living in a alternate universe.
I mean, I think
That's not what I heard.
I think
never said
every
anything about the
company
market.
has a different kind of niche. I mean, like Vortex makes a great rifle optic for sure.
Have you seen their enclosed?
I have not. I've played with, what is it, the Defender, the big one? What's the XL?
So their new one is like the Defender in CCT. I don't know. What's it called? Anybody know?
CCW.
No, here, I'll show you.
What
Give
is
me
it
2
called?
seconds.
To be fair, my experience with the Vortex pistol optics were like the older, very
older ones
cheap
sucked.
Venoms or
Yeah,
whatever.
the Venoms back in the day.
I think even Vortex will tell you the old ones sucked. The new one's the Defender CCW. That's what it's called, by
Yeah.
the way.
The Defender's pretty nice.
No, my Venom lasts longer than my Hollow Sun. My Hollow Sun, I went through 2 in the course of a year.
The old ones.
My old Vortex, I had for, 3 years before I had a problem.
Well, the reason I disliked them is because there was a visible refresh rate. If you like drag the optic back and forth, you could see it trailing. I could see the dot refreshing with the older Vortex. They fixed all
get
that with their
that.
newer ones.
You can get that off of there, and you can take the thing out and check it out.
Yeah.
Look
So
at that.
what's the even bigger one? That's like,
The Defender XL.
yeah, that thing's nice.
I hear they're coming out with a little competitor, maybe.
What, Trigicon?
Mm-hmm. It'll probably be like $800, but
Yeah, this thing I've played with this thing. This thing's pretty nice.
Is that the XL?
No, it's the inexpensive one they want us to
Oh.
use. It comes in tan, so we could put it on our tan guns.
what's it called again?
The Defender CCW, I think.
Yeah.
But I think so we might change everything and just start using these
Can I see it?
on our builds. And then if we use these and we're buying an obscene amount of them, then it would just make sense for them to sponsor us.
Get into a bidding war.
What do you mean get into a bidding war?
See, you'll give them to you the cheapest.
Well,
I mean, both have a great warranty, so I mean, that's one plus side.
Well, so check it out. Like we started cutting Glocks and putting acros on them a couple years ago, and then so we did that successfully for like a year, and then all of a sudden, Glock started doing it too with Talo, and a couple of our customers were like, "Well, we need to buy them from Talo and Glock, so we can't buy them from you anymore." We're like, "Okay," so we waited, and then they went to the Acro or the Koa, and when that happened, though, we said to our prospective customers, like, look, like this Koa, you can't get enough of them, but everybody wants it. It's going to create a huge demand for Glocks with red dots on them. I know that like one customer in particular tried the Shield RMSC on it one time, and it failed because the Shield was a shit red dot. So I said to the prospective customers, I'm like, look, if you let me customize your guns and put holosuns on them, they'll sell like fucking wildfire because everybody, you, Omer, people in general, they're very familiar with holosun. So, and everybody trusts holosun.
Yeah.
So, thus the different customers said, okay, and they all did it. So 2 years go by where we're just selling a obscene amount of holosuns on Glocks, and then Glock did the Koa, and so we couldn't get enough acros to sell on Glocks anyway, which really sucked. And then Glock has abruptly kind of stopped selling Koas. Like you see them out, but then like there's not. I'm not sure, but these new SKUs that are coming out are Glocks with fucking holosuns. So it's almost like they're, but they're doing EPS holosuns. So I kind of want to like differentiate, if they're going to do Glocks with EPSs on it, then why not switch to something else? What are your thoughts on that, Omer?
I like holosun optics on my handguns.
Okay. What about ketchup on your French fries? Do you like that too, or could you ever put ranch on your French fries?
I have. Both are great.
Cheese sauce?
Cheese sauce is good too.
So you admit there's different things you can put on your French fries.
Absolutely.
Maybe there's different things you can put on your Glocks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. So what did you think of the Misfit 22?
I think it's. Forgive me. I think it's the best 22 can on the market. Forgive me. Huge conflict of interest. Don't listen to me. Don't take my word on anything. You can't trust me. I love it. It's everything I want out of a can. It's ridiculously quiet. To me, it's like the best 22 can was the Tiger. You can't get the Tiger. We made it a little bigger, a little quieter than a Tiger. We made it made out of Inconel, but kept the weight savings. Low back pressure enough, but still sounds amazing. I can't ask for anything more. I think it genuinely is. Like, that's the price point's a lot better. I don't know what else I can say. I think it's the 22 can I would buy. It's difficult to speak about it. Again, I was really expecting it to not be that great, and me having to say all this. No, I wouldn't say like it's the best ever, but
How do I know you're not psyoping me?
I could be. That's the thing. There's no way to know. This is why it's so difficult to talk about it, because it's like for this company, I'm the guy that talks about the product, and obviously it's the company I work for. If I go around telling you, like, if fucking name whoever, if a person that works at a company says the thing that their company makes is the best, you should not listen to that person. There's a huge conflict of interest. You should not listen to me when it comes to this topic. But if you care and don't put weight on it, I think it's the best 22 can on the market. It's ridiculously quiet. It's super lightweight. It's everything I wanted out of it. It's like I explained to you my criteria of what I look for in a can, and it's everything that I look for in a 22 can specifically. It's perfect. I like
And
it.
it's ours.
And it's ours.
Hold on, let me get it so we can show everybody at home.
You get what I'm saying, though, Andrew, right? Like, it would be like you saying the HUXWRX Flow 556K or the Silver Magic or the Black Magic is the best 556 can on the market.
No, I mean, I think everything has its place and purpose.
Sure.
It just depends on what you're trying to do with it. I mean, if you're putting a 556, bolt action, why do you want to put a 556K on it? You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah.
That would make no sense whatsoever. I think that every suppressor has its place and purpose.
Sure.
So
When it comes to a 22 can, I know some people like to have them really small. Other than that, I can't think of. I feel like they're all kind of the same. There's no quick detach systems for them except for the one Ruger Dead Air one.
and then you got to buy different muzzle devices for each gun.
It's a direct. It's a 1/2x28 direct thread.
Yeah.
It's lightweight. It's made out of the good material. Thanks.
I like the wrench flats.
The wrench flats are a really nice touch, so you can get it tight on there. The Sharko's Tactical Misfit 22, it's got the shark on it. Yeah, it's... To me, I wasn't part of the design process, obviously, but...
What does that mean?
What I'm saying is, to me, what it looks like the process is you take a can that's great, and you just make it a little fatter and a little longer, and suddenly it's quieter, but it's still tiny, so it doesn't really matter. Like, it's a no-brainer for me. I don't understand why other people don't make their cans fatter. Whenever I see Whenever I see a 22 can that's skinny, it just defeats the purpose for me. Like, you're not using that space for anything else. Make it fat so it's quieter. And this one's 1.2 outer diameter, which is very nice. Sounds, in my opinion, a lot better than if it was a 1-inch. It's got holes in the front. I didn't get anything back to me while shooting it. It's 22, so it's not, horrible or anything, but...
Yeah, so it's not gassy.
Yeah, like I said, because 22 is such a little round, I think the main thing that this is going to do is our gun cycled reliably with subs and supers. It's you don't really have to pick and choose between the two.
That's what I like.
Yeah. Sounds great. It's made out of the best material to make suppressors out of. I don't know what else you could ask for. There's not too much to say about it. It's pretty simple as far as things go, but it's quiet. It's lightweight. It's a good little package. It's a little larger than some of the other ones on the market. I think that's a good thing. Wrench flats. It's Inconel. Like, what else can you say? It's an Inconel 22 can, and it weighs 5 ounces. I think that's about all I need to say.
If you have wrench flats, does it open up? Like, I think that fucking direct thread is the best way to do a can. I'm sorry. I know that's fucking, like, I'm going to buy a lathe in the next couple of weeks and start trying to do our own. I'm going to try to do our own fucking Plan B shit.
With a lathe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the name of the machine that we don't have in order to make muzzle brakes and end caps is a lathe. I don't have that. I have super mini mill fucking 2s or whatever. Obviously, I'm not a machinist, but I own 7 of them. I want to buy additional machines to make the mounting hardware that's needed on the cans. Make sense?
Okay.
So, but I think that when you have wrench flats, like why not just do a direct thread fucking 5.56 with wrench flats?
In case you ever want to take it off, makes it more difficult.
You got a wrench. I mean, some people will say, well, it's going to mess up the color of the can or whatever, but I think that you lose space that you could be using to have a suppressor. Like you got to have that extra little area. So if you direct thread, the whole thing can be a can, and that means it can be smaller, lighter, and quieter. So just put fucking wrench flats on it. I'm gonna do both.
Well, the other thing that messes that up is if it's a direct thread only, then you're only stuck to that thread pitch. If you make an 9mm can 1/2x28, and some poor soul out there has got that Andro one you've got that's 1/2x36.
MPX.
Yeah, then people are gonna have to buy those thread-to-thread adapters, which suck and nobody should ever do. But there's gonna be people out there who really want the can, and they're gonna buy a 1/2x28 to 1/2x36 little thread-to-thread female-to-male adapter, put the can on that, put that on that, and at that point, it's kind of defeating the whole purpose of it being direct thread only. That's the only that and the inability to take it off without a tool once the carbon locks and it taking longer to apply and take off. Those are my qualms with it. You are right that it does make it lighter. It does make the whole system lighter. For me, I tell people 1/2x28 is for if you want to put the can on a gun and leave it on the gun, never touch it. Like put it on there, torque the fuck out of it, make sure it's not leaving, and then just always leave the can on.
I think that's kind of where our market's going. Like I think a lot of people who are buying suppressors, if you just say, here, give me your rifle, click. I think that's appealing to some people, as long as you can explain it and you act like you know what you're doing or you know what you're doing. Can imagine in places where people who might not own a wrench.
It's not just like I said. It's about you being locked into one thread pitch, which with 22 isn't a problem. But when you start moving up to 9mm or any rifle round.
Wait, no, we have the Southeastern regional sales manager of HUXWRX sitting here. Why don't we ask him his opinion of fucking direct thread?
I mean, direct thread, you could get carbon lock, which is why a lot of companies use a taper mount.
Yeah, but with the wrench flats.
I mean, you could do it. Sure, why not? I think that hub would probably be the best thing because people love their different mounting systems. It's like they love it. Why not just make it hub compatible?
Luke,
and then you can sell all your other parts too.
Luke, you haven't. I hate I mean, that's always the canned response from the legacy companies is, but you get to make money on the parts. Fuck that, man. I hate that shit. It's people feel cheated.
Well, one of the things is you got Sons of Liberty. They put our muzzle devices on everything.
Because you paid them.
We didn't pay them.
Nope.
I mean, they have our muzzle devices on their guns because they like our mounting system.
Heard.
I mean, are you gonna have to make everybody take that off if they want to run direct thread, or they could just buy our hub mount?
Well, I mean, if ours is direct thread 1/2x28, then we can't do a Sons of Liberty.
Not a Mark One.
Not a Mark One.
It's 5/8x24.
Because it's 5/8x20, but we could figure it out.
I think offering it as an option is cool. I think having it be the only option is a bad idea for anything outside of a 22 can and probably the Hobgoblin. It'll make sense for.
And that's why we're doing both.
When it comes to the rifle cans, I'd say for market viability, you need hub. For my personal taste, I would rather just have a direct built-in QD mount. I still like my just plan B, the back of it idea. So I don't ever have to worry about my mount coming off the can when I'm trying to take it off. And then
here, let me text the designer right now. Because I keep forgetting to let them know that. But I'm going to do it right now.
But you're not wrong. There are a lot of companies that are making hub-compatible cans that are not coming with any muzzle device, any mounting system, and then they say that our suppressor is too expensive. Well, by the time you add the mounting muzzle device and the mounting system, then you're
how much is JK's?
Way too much.
You don't know though.
I don't know. I like
it's like $168.
I like
they're fucking mounting their thing.
I like the deal that we've got where we can give you a flash hider and a hub mount for $100.
Yeah,
that's a phenomenal deal because that exists.
Yeah,
I'm more on the hub side.
we don't make any money on that though. Like we sell them for basically cost if you buy a can. Like the cost of it's around $100.
Yeah, but you were just talking about how much you hate making money off of suppressor attachment parts, so it's a win-win, right?
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here, let me. How do you want me to phrase it?
I can remind you after the podcast.
But then I'll forget.
I can remind you.
Okay, so how about you type something legibly and smart out, send it to me, and I'll send it to the designer.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Then I can stop. Did you guys see the some of the comments on the 22 video? So there's here. A 22 can absolutely needs to be user serviceable. And if it being printed can, that doesn't seem to be the case. It would be filled with lead and soot after 2 trips to the range.
Shout
What?
out HUXWRX suppressor sauce. A cleaning kit that cleans sealed suppressor cans.
Have you ever cleaned your mask?
I haven't shot enough out of it, but 22 cans you do need to clean, yeah. They do have a point. You do need specialized cleaning hardware. It's not as easy as a can that comes fully apart. But for 22 cans specifically, there is a point to that. Yeah, you do have to. It is recommended. I don't know what you guys say, but it's probably every 2,000 to 5,000 rounds.
Yeah,
somewhere
we
in that
recommend
range.
every like 1,500 rounds, or if
Okay,
it gains a quarter of an ounce. So I actually just cleaned my 22 cans. I used our suppressor sauce. Shameless plug. So it's a 2-part powdered solution. The first part, you mix it with water. You soak it for a couple hours. That removes your heavy metals. Second part, you soak it in, and that removes your carbon. And,
Can't you just use soap and water?
It's not going to break down the metals. Like this stuff literally turns from clear to blue because it's pulling those copper and lead out.
So you guys came out with that thing so you could tell these people to shut up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
And it actually works very well.
Why don't we have any in stock?
You sold out, brother.
Well, who's my rep?
Let me text that guy right now.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Some people say
No, we do have a back order on it right now. So
you guys
have
don't
some
fucking
on
make
order
it, do
with
you?
Back order. We do make it. Yes.
So what
It's
is?
in-house. You
What do
just
you?
have to buy a bunch of chemicals.
You've got
put 'em
some
all
Mormons
together.
sitting back there
So,
not doing shit. What the fuck's going on?
I don't know. I work in Florida.
Okay.
So, but it does work very well. I mean, I weighed my cans before and then after, and I pulled like 1.5 ounces worth of weight out of it. Which is
So
pretty
I've never cleaned any of my 22 cans, ever,
cool. Let's do it.
in 15 years, and they all work fine, kinda. I mean, my HUXWRX 20, like I've never cleaned the HUXWRX 22 that I have. Never.
How many rounds do you have through it?
A lot.
A lot.
What's a lot?
I mean, I've shot. How long has it been out?
You probably got close to 10,000 rounds, I would think, at least. Wouldn't you think that?
I mean, I've probably shot at least 5 of those buckets,
Yeah.
at least, and those are all 1,300 rounds apiece.
Yeah.
So a lot.
Well, I'll clean it next time I come down.
Well, my point is though. So I get like the internet flaming about how you have to clean additive cans, additive 22 cans,
Just rimfire cans, yeah.
but I've never cleaned my 22 cans. I mean, I've got Sparrows, and I have like some can that AAC gave me 10 years ago. I had that for years, and I've never cleaned them.
The biggest thing is like the lead and the copper will build up on the baffles, and then it'll just continuously stack and stack and stack. The can gets super heavy, and then eventually it's going to cover up that bore line. So
But if it still works,
I shoot it until it doesn't work.
okay. So what? Just one day my 22 can's not going to work anymore because I don't clean it.
It'll stop being flow through first.
I mean, yeah, like on our suppressors, like those channels will get clogged up. So on our rifle cans, we recommend every about 2,000 rounds because those little channels will get clogged up, and you won't get like the flow through that you would before.
Okay, so if you really want to get crazy about it or be a normal person who likes to clean things, you get your suppressor sauce.
Yeah,
Are there any other companies who are making it on out there?
there are.
Who else? Can you tell them to order me some because you fucking can't get your shit together?
There are other companies making
Who?
other cleaning kits. I know that there's the breakthrough stuff. So
Oh, they make
make
some.
a suppressor cleaner kit.
Yeah, they're nice to us. Maybe I'll just ask them. I had a company tell me that our cans are too inexpensive.
Good. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Should we make them more expensive?
No. Absolutely not. I think you've got it priced perfectly. It's below the premium ones. It's above the mid tier.
Yeah.
It's in the perfect spot, I think.
Yeah, one guy on here was saying it $400 plus their only pre-order. Ha ha! Come on, man. Plus, you can't clean them unless you waste hundreds more in ultrasonic cleaner. I was excited for a second. Laugh out loud. YouTube comments.
He probably doesn't own a single suppressor.
You think?
Yeah.
Is that what you've generally found?
Yeah, typically people that complain about stuff like that don't own a single suppressor.
Look, so I obviously I'm ignorant in the fact that you should be cleaning your 22 cans. I own a gun shop and I've never cleaned mine.
I've never cleaned mine either.
I've never cleaned any of my cans. I've just ran them and then, and I've got a couple, and maybe Nate might take one or two if they look like they're not safe and send them back to the manufacturers, but I've never cleaned my cans. So, I guess we need suppressor saw. What the fuck? Can you get it for us or what? Now I look like an asshole. You know what I mean?
I'll get you some.
So, do you think we should try to sell to Capital Armory?
Do I think so?
Yeah.
I mean, that's between you and Capital Armory.
Thanks for the advice, friend. What about you, Omer?
I think that's between you and Capital Armory.
What, is there something bad about Capital Omer? We wouldn't want to do that?
No, I'm just fucking asking. These are questions we don't know. These are things we don't know. It's a whole new world, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We have one distributor who's gonna, because people are commenting on the fucking thing, sell it to Capital Armory, so they don't have to pay for the transfer fee. People who are out of state, because they do the fucking, they send it to your house.
Fucking sell to whoever wants to buy it. Why not?
I don't know.
Until we get to a point where we can't keep up with the demand, fucking sell to whoever wants it.
I'll still buy your cans, dude.
Oh, I'm not saying you're not.
Yeah, you don't give a shit. What trends do you guys see coming, or what trends do you see developing in the firearms industry? I have a couple, but have you noticed anything lately?
Brakes on the end of suppressors for me, because I shoot a lot of long range.
Ah,
Yeah.
who's making them?
Recoil X. I should have one here maybe next week, it should be.
Oh, what's it fit on? Oh, does it fit on your fucking can?
Oh, the one I just got, yeah.
Oh,
That
fuck
air.
you, man.
Yeah.
Did
They
you
make
get
for
me
a couple
one?
Cans. I actually did get two because they're super limited. So,
Do you want to make
can
some
talk
money off
about
of me or what, dude?
no, I wasn't going to sell anyone for money. If someone
You
wanted
get,
one.
I'll slip you an extra 100 if you
I
give it to
don't
me.
need extra money, but I was literally got one in case Creepy wanted one because
Fuck
he
that
missed
guy.
the drop and he doesn't want it. So I have two. I figure I'll hold on to it, or if a friend wants one, I can sell them at retail.
And it'll fit my. Ooh.
It'll fit our dead airs, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's So you know how there's a gazillion can companies right now, a gazillion, and a lot of them message me to sell their shit. What do you do when it's like, for instance, there's a lot of hunting suppressor companies out there. Like they're all in Utah, they're all in Idaho or somewhere, Texas, and they're all into killing animals at a long distance with a can. And they're like, "Oh, buy our cans. Let me send you one for free and shoot it. Go shoot it in your bathroom. Tell me what you think of it." What do you tell somebody? You haven't done anything noteworthy. Like, how do you do that?
I don't know. That's tough. I mean, I wouldn't bring anything in until people started asking for it, And you got to look.
Okay. Oh, look for the advice he gives me now.
I mean, and then you got to look at too, like, what's their warranty like? Like, what is?
Well, all right. So let's say, I'm not like calling anybody out or trying to shit in anybody's Cheerios, but say like somebody's like, "Hey, this is a good hunting can." Okay, why would I not use a HUX 762, a dead air Nomad XC TI, Nomad XC LTI? God, have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Oh man, I want that one. Why wouldn't you use it like so? Those are like with hunting cans. Like there's so many companies that already have done it really well.
Yeah, like Thunder Beast.
Or Thunder Beast. Like, why wouldn't you just thoughts, Omer?
Price is everything when it comes to that.
Hmm?
The only hunting suppressor companies that I'm seeing springing up are just telling you that they can basically give you everything you need for hunting for like sub $500. It's kind of like, remember the Silencer Co. Evo? The Harvester Evo?
I don't see that. I see them all coming in around $1,000.
Yeah, fuck that. Don't carry those.
$1,000 or $1,200.
There's no reason for that.
I mean, for a hunting can.
Okay, wait.
For
Is there no reason for that?
There's no
That's
reason.
what I'm getting into. Like, what are you doing? Like, I get if you have a fucking 3D printed yaka whatever the fuck hunting can that is light as shit and stuff. But dude, like you're coming in at $1,300.
Yeah, look, the only thing that matters for a hunting can is that it's lightweight, because you don't care about flash, you don't care about how hot it can get, or how if it's full auto rated or anything like that. The accuracy and the weight of it is the only thing that matters, in my opinion, for a hunting rifle can. At that point, you're going up against the Scythe. You've got to come cheaper than the Scythe, or just do something much better than the Scythe.
Cheaper than the Scythe, cheaper than the 7.62 Hux, cheaper than the something,
Well,
right?
I wouldn't put a Hux on a hunting rifle. No offense.
I was just trying to be nice.
I mean, the 6.5 can's pretty sweet.
Well, for a fucking gas gun, yeah. For the MRGG,
No,
it's sweet.
the bolt action one.
You guys make a bolt action flow through can?
You guys, it's not flow through. It's a bolt action only can. You guys have some on order.
No, I don't know.
6.5 DT. Yeah. So that can's awesome. Either way, when it comes to hunting cans, I mean, a lot of backcountry guys, they want the lightest can possible. I mean, so I would ask them about their weight,
They all seem to be pretty light, but still the dead airs are fine. Like the Scythe is fine, the Dead Air XC is fine, and why cannibalize other companies that you've been friends with for years over like something that's like it's not doesn't replace anything.
Can I share an observation with you?
Oh God, is this gonna break my heart because you like to do that?
I hope not.
All right.
One thing I've seen happen before, I'm not saying it happens all the time, I've just seen you do this before,
Oh no.
is a company will come along and tell you, oh yeah, people love this stuff. And then you'll take their word on it, and then you'll run it, you'll like it, and then you'll start telling people, hey, I really like this. And people will start buying it because you said you like it. When from the start, the person could have been lying to you. The person that said, oh, people love this.
Such as what?
What?
Who? Give me an example.
Let's refrain from that.
Okay.
Let's refrain from examples because there's a few in the store.
Fuck off.
Usually when it comes to firearms, some firearm company will come and be like, oh, this is the hottest shit ever, whatever. Turns out nobody fucking knows about them. And then because you test it out and you like it and you speak fondly of it, you're seeing it as, oh, this is a good product, so people are buying it, when in reality, I feel like you're doing a lot of free marketing for them. Like a lot of free marketing for them. People are buying them because of what you're saying, not the other way around. That's how I see it.
I'm with you, and I will do that if I believe in the thing and if it's fucking good enough and if there's something different about it.
So exactly for suppressor companies, how do you deal with those companies? Unless people are asking for it, like Andrew said, and unless you try it out and you think there's something exceptional about it, don't do it.
Okay.
Because then you're just giving them free advertisement in exchange for what exactly?
We do appreciate brand loyalty, though.
But I get a lot of companies send us stuff, a lot of companies. And it makes, the only thing that makes me feel good about it, like, is they're not asking for you, they're asking for me. And I'm like, oh.
Well, they've seen what you've done for other smaller companies who were, I don't want to say they were nothing, but they were nowhere the scale of it they are now before you started marketing them. In your store, your salesmen are slinging them. We're making videos about how good it is. And it's like, for a lot of these suppressor companies, they need to stand out in a crowd. And the easiest way to do that is to get someone with a large audience and get them to make them stand out in a crowd.
So do you think I should make them pay me?
No, I think you should. Anybody that wants you to carry their can, they need to send you the can for you to test out. You see if there's something exceptional about it.
All right. Okay.
Like a vetting process.
What do I do when they suck? Because that's happened.
Tell them.
Tell them?
Yeah.
You tell them.
Okay.
Okay,
Hey, man,
so
this is
I'm going to
not-
give you fucking...
You don't have to sell them it suck. You can just be like, hey, man, this is not something
All right, I'm
going to
give you like 5 cans that I have back there that I've tried that all fucking suck.
You're going to give them to me? I'll take them.
No, I can't give them. I mean, I will. I mean, they're in the fucking extra can box
That's
right
what I would
behind
do.
you.
I would call them and be like, hey, man, we tried it out. I don't think this stands out. This is not something we're interested in. I can either send this back to you used or I can give it away to one of my customers.
I mean, it's honesty, and maybe it'll
Help people?
encourage them to improve their product.
What do you think, Dean?
I definitely should tell him if it sucks, it sucks in a nice way. I completely agree.
This guy called today, right? And he fucking like he kept asking to get a hold of me. He's like, "Hey, I'd like to sit down and talk with you." And I'm just like, "Ah, fuck, I can't. I don't have time." And he called, and the whole store is full with people. And he's like, "Hey," and for just some reason I wasn't rude to him, and I'm like, "All right, I'll sit and talk." And I never even tried his can, never even tried it. And then he the stuff he has to offer, like their better price point, and then he also is like, "I'll build stuff for you if you like." And by the way, I built stuff for this person, this person, this person, this person. And I was like, "Oh, all right, that's kind of neat." And then they have heat treated, what's it called, hub adapters, right? Like, what do we have a hard time getting a hold of right now?
Hub adapters.
Hub adapters, right? Omar, I'm looking at you. You're a fucking salesman, right? What did you bitch at me about on Saturday? You're like, "Do we have any more of these left?" And
I'm here 2 days out of the week, man. Cut me some slack.
You're not here 2 days out of the week.
I'm here 2 days out of the week.
You're here 3 or 4.
No, I'm here 2.
You're here Wednesday? Wait, Thursday?
No,
Friday, Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. That's it.
That's not my fault.
It is.
No, it's
You
not.
set my schedule. You're the owner of the company. What are we talking about here?
They need you building guns.
I know.
You're really good at it, so they need you.
Thanks.
Oh, so the guy on the phone, are you going to try one of his suppressors?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't want to fucking out who he told me he makes cans for.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Yeah, you know this company, they're like back ordered 10,000, that's us." And I was like, "Oh, all right." But why would I buy your can if I can just buy that other company's? And he's like, "Well, that's a good point. And because you're not that much cheaper." He's like, "Well, you can just kind of try ours." And then I'm like, "Do you make mounts?" And they're like, "Yeah, we do. We make all the mounts for everybody. Do you know this company? Because we make their mounts." And I was like, "Oh, fuck, you make their mounts? Shit, buddy. Let's fucking have some tacos and margaritas together, man. Let's fucking talk." Because hub mounts are fucking really hard to find right now. And shout out to fucking Kevin Brittingham, you cock, for making the best system ever that we have to try to emulate because yours is too fucking expensive. It is the best system, like, for now, until we come up with Omar's idea and integrate the hub inside the can. But the problem is you can't get those mounts. And so we found a company called Breeks, and right when I saw their shit, I was like, "Oh fuck, I can get this and it's cheap." And I bought hundreds, and then we started using them. Then everybody started using them, and now we can't get their shit. And I call them and fucking beg for shit. I'm like, "Please send me shit." "Oh, we can't do it. We're so busy right now. I'm sorry." I'm like, "Fucker, I was buying shit from you when you weren't busy. You fucking cock." "Oh, I'm sorry." And it's just impossible to get shit. So now, right now, the only hub mount stuff we have is the Q stuff, which is too expensive. And we can't get Reardon. We tried.
Why?
I don't know. They won't return emails. They won't return phone calls.
I'll give him a ring.
I have a Reardon guy.
Okay, great. Oh, you're going to give him a ring. My last contact with the Reardon people was, "Oh, yeah, we need to get you a price list." And then ghost. Haven't heard from him since. Like, I emailed them, "Hey, please, we really need your shit. We sell a lot of it. Can you please help us?" "Okay, I'll get back with you." And then like months go by, and then I ask Evan from Exton, "Can you get these people to help me?" And yeah, and then some girl emails us like, "We need to get your price list," and then ghosting again. So this company will make us hub mounts. I'm going to order them tomorrow.
When you say hub mounts, you're talking about like Plan B hubs?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry if my number. Yeah, is there another kind?
Yeah, hub is just the thread pitch for the back of the can.
So Plan B mounts.
Yeah, you go.
I hate saying Plan B though.
Okay.
So
Call it the Reardon mount? Call it the Q mount?
no.
People. Okay.
Evil fucking Q. Evil bastards.
A good mounting system, man.
So-
We were talking about
Trends.
trends.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any? Luke, you got nothing?
No way he's got nothing. Come on now.
I mean,
That's because he doesn't shoot.
no, that's not true.
Yeah, you don't shoot. You
I
hang out
shoot.
with girls
Yeah. it's
and
true.
guys.
No, I don't. I mean, I feel like everyone's making a PCC now. The Taurus PCC, the Kuna. I mean,
Yeah, the Taurus is $1,000. Good luck with that.
yeah. I don't really know. I mean, I feel like it just the suppressors are big. I feel like like how we're talking about hunting. I feel like the hunting in the tactical world is like slowly getting closer and closer, and like kind of mixing, if you will.
Okay.
Like there's suppressors. Like people are now using suppressors on like everything, as opposed to more just like tactical stuff. But I mean, everyone already knows all this. I feel like.
I don't know if it's a trend I'm foreseeing. It's more of a trend I'm really hoping for. I really hope we start moving towards more like results-based opinions. I don't know if that's the best way of saying that. One trend that's been picking up for as long as I've been in the firearms industry is just people saying shit and then it being like accepted fact for some reason. I'm framing this horribly, but it's like the whole thing of like, oh, that's like competition shooting. This is real world shooting. That's a divide I've always been like shooting is shooting. You're either shooting fast or you're shooting slow. You can't just shoot slow and shoot bad and then use, well, it's tactical shooting, not competition shooting as an excuse. Am I making sense?
Expand on it, though. Stop dancing around the subject.
Well, like,
answer the fucking question.
well, it's like the whole thing of like the CQB people with their, 8-inch long optic mounts that, like the pie corners and clear thresholds, but don't know their build real time. Those people. I feel like I see it constantly online where they'll do, once in a blue moon, an actual like standardized drill with a time, and then it'll just be not a good time or not good accuracy scoring, and they'll just be like, well, yeah, that's because I'm training for real world tactical shooting, not competition shooting. It's like, no, dude, shooting is shooting. Like you got to get better at shooting, and the stuff you've added on to fix your non-existent problems might have to do with that. It might not just purely be your skill. I think there's the whole thing of like comfort. This has been my biggest dilemma with the firearms. Like I can't find pretty much anybody that agrees with me on this, but I feel like people make a lot of gun decisions based on what's comfortable. They'll be like, oh yeah, well, this is more comfortable to me. And people will tell me, oh, well, you got to be comfortable with the gun to shoot it well. It's like, no, those things don't go hand in hand, in my opinion. I feel like there's shooting well, and then there's comfort, and those don't completely overlap. So for me personally, that's tall optic mounts. Really tall optic mounts are very comfortable. I don't shoot as well. I don't shoot as fast. My recoil control is way worse with them. My height over bore, having to, calculate that, it adds up.
Isn't that because you retrained with it? Like you relearned how to do it.
Well, no. Let me explain like my experience with it. I feel like that'll help. When I started working here, I had, very, very little gun experience. I kind of just trusted the people around me to guide me in the right direction. And everybody was telling me, you got to get your optic way higher. And I shot with standard lower 1/3 optic for a long time. And then I moved up to the tall mount, and suddenly I was shooting a lot worse. The gun was a lot jumpier. It was, my accuracy wasn't as good. Just in all places, my shootability of the rifle went down on all metrics that I can measure, but it felt a lot more comfortable. So I figured, oh, well, if it's more comfortable, it must be better. And then recently, I've been doing a lot of more standardized drills and like tracking my times and hit factor and all that, and seeing it improve slowly over time. When I moved down to, I started putting my optics lower, and my times and accuracy across the board just improved. And I wasn't as comfortable. I have to lean my head forward a little bit. But I saw, trackable, genuine improvement just by making a switch over. And then I realized I never, when I first moved to it, I didn't encounter a problem and go, this is a problem that needs to be fixed. I'm being held back by my equipment. Let me make this change to improve my results. It was more of people around me told me my optic needs to be tall, and me coping with that, me having to like work around that. That's the
I
optic.
don't think anybody told you your optic needs to be tall.
Everybody that worked
Who
here.
did?
I know I told you not to do it.
Well, you were the only one.
Okay.
Who told you?
Well-
Who told you needed a tall one?
Every single salesman that worked here when I got hired here, like flat out told me, you have to. It's what all the cool guys are doing. It's what all the Navy SEALs are doing. You got to get your optic tall. Unity is good. If you can get taller, it's even better. The taller the dot, the better, basically. And that's just one thing. And I'm kind of hard focusing on it, but the same thing goes for like
A lot of hate for the Unity mounts in you.
no.
A lot of hate in you for Unity mounts and
Well,
Google's
I like
mounts.
them. They are more comfortable to shoot. They're just my results are not as good as with them, even though I've got a lot more time behind tall mounts than I do short mounts.
Okay, so you're hyper focused on that one aspect of it.
Yeah, there's other aspects of it.
Now think of this. Now you are hyper focused on getting your times and being the best shooter that you can be.
Mhm.
In a real world situation,
Mhm.
how important is that? Now of course you're
most,
going
I
to
would
say
argue.
it's most important, right?
I would argue
But-
the most important.
but
Yeah,
wouldn't
a lot more than comfort.
what about quality of life?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, in a firefight, the quality of life, you're not worried about that. You're
Well,
worried about
okay,
getting
so-
rounds out.
It's how fast you can put rounds where you want them to. I feel like that's the ultimate thing, and I think that should be the one metric that's actually focused on. I feel like people focus too much on things like comfort or how it makes them feel or quality of life.
I just had a really funny flashback. I was so like when we do demos and stuff like that, we try to like change people's grips and stuff like that because like we're not just showing suppressors. We're like, I feel like it's our responsibility to show people how to shoot a gun
Do you have a tall mount?
correctly. So there was a
Do
guy.
you have a tall mount?
I have some tall mounts and I have some short mounts. It just depends on what
I
I'm
saw
using
you
it
use
for.
a tall mount.
Yeah, but we were shooting night vision.
Yeah. Well, he says no tall mounts in night vision either.
No, I never said that.
Oh. Okay.
I have a tall mount on my night vision gun.
But this guy was shooting a 45
Mhm.
with our can on it, and he was holding the
Yeah,
gun
yeah.
like this. And I said, "Brother, let me show you how to, grip that gun the correct way." So I put his hands correctly. He shot 2 rounds. Both of those rounds went in the A zone. Perfect, right? He's like, "I don't like that. It's not comfortable."
Exactly.
Grabbed the gun like this, shot it, and the suppressor came 3 inches away from hitting him in the forehead. And he put the gun down and walked away.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is probably a lot more comfortable
100%.
than this is, especially if you do the whole thumb forward thing. Like rolling your thumb forward like this is a very uncomfortable thing
That's an extreme.
for sure.
That's
But
an extreme example. Like someone holding their fucking grip like it's 1985.
well, still, not having
what
to
I
grip
mean?
down as hard on your gun is more comfortable. If you're shooting a handgun, just holding it loosely like this is going to be more comfortable than really like cramming it in there and trying to do this and like getting to the point where your gun's almost shaking and letting off. I feel like people focus too hard on comfort, like how the gun feels when they pick it up in the gun store, or the way that they're comfortable gripping the gun, or the way they're comfortable setting up their rifle. Comfort seems to take, priority over everything else. I'm hoping the trend we will see going forward is results with the firearm.
I mean, I think that the trend is a lot more people are going for shooting with a purpose rather than just going and shooting a paper target or shooting trash. I mean,
Matches as well, yeah.
yeah, a lot of people are doing a lot more training. A lot of people are buying parts for their guns for training, which is great. I mean,
I like tall mounts.
I think it depends. Everything has its purpose, in my opinion.
All of my guns though are geared for night vision though.
Yeah,
So-
which, I mean, I use a tall mount when I'm using night vision. I mean, a lot of times you're using a laser, but I mean, if you want to use the optic as well, you need to have it tall.
I'm just saying that, like, at the end of the day, like, how many people are going to be obsessed with their build drill time? Like,
It's
There's a
just
lot
one
of people
example.
that are
I'm just saying,
all
like, so
I'm
there's- I
hoping
know,
more, is
I
what I'm saying.
understand. There's a lot of people fucking obsessed with build drills. I understand.
I'm not just talking about builders. I'm talking about like standardized drills that you can track
I
over a
get-
period of time to
I
see
get
yourself
that, but
improve.
that's not the majority of gun owners, and it never will be.
You don't think it ever will be?
No.
Fair enough. I probably agree with you. I don't think the majority of gun owners ever will be, but like I try to create like a subsection of gun culture of like serious shooters, the people that are doing this actually to get better at shooting, not just to have fun. Because I agree, there's
Okay.
going to be a lot more people that are doing this to have fun and do
So-
whatever you want. If it's
So,
just
so I think that there's a certain sect of people who are serious shooters but are also trendy as fuck. And right now, it's trendy not to have a high optic.
I'd say the opposite.
Oh, no. The new trend is what you're saying. Is that high optics fucking are useless in most situations.
I never said that.
I'm not saying it's all right. I'm paraphrasing.
Sure. Okay.
I'm paraphrasing what you've learned from different classes that you've gone to. Like you've learned that you should only be what is it? What's the exact height of the mount it should be?
It's going to depend on you. Lucas says the highest you want to go is 193. Some people say 226.
All right, so
I just don't like the whole like 299 or like the 291.
I get it. So that is the new trend. The new trend is because serious fucking shooters who are into bill drill times, and I just say that bill drill because that's the only one I fucking know. I don't know the fucking different things. I will because I'm building a range, and you will do things. I'm gonna have my own personal fucking match setup people. It's going to be great. But what I'm saying is the trend now is what you're saying, that you're like people identifying shit that's extra from the CQB crowd, from the CQB, GBR, and I'm not really pointing out GBRS or whoever the fuck they are, but there's these certain people who have all this gear designed for fighting, how they fight, and then the serious shooter trend is saying your shit is too expensive and it doesn't work. And that's it. But that is a trend.
The point I'm trying to make is I feel like one thing I see a lot is people will show up to the range with poor fundamentals, with poor gear, with things that are not set up to a way that complements the way that they shoot. Let's say.
When do you show? Wait, hold on. When was the last time you went to a public range and saw what people were using?
A week and a half ago.
Really?
And it's not just a public range. It's the places that I go to too. Is I'll see people like leaning back while shooting their rifle, no solid stock placement, really overextended left arm, and they'll shoot very slowly and they'll get a ding on the steel. And they'll move on to the next and they'll wait and they'll get a ding on the steel and they'll go. And because they can go through their entire mag like that, it takes them half the day, but they can go through it all and get all dings that they think they're shooting as well as they could be, or just shooting good in general. What I'm saying is if you're not timing it, if you're taking your time, nothing matters. You don't need any fundamentals. I can shoot an AR one-hand, and if I can take all the time in the world, I can ding steel and say I'm a good shooter. I'm saying timing, standardized drills where you actually have to fight against both time, accuracy, movement, whatever you might introduce into that drill, and actually tracking your results with different equipment, tracking your results with different fundamentals, and making choices based on what gives you better effects is the trend that I would like to see instead of just taking somebody's word on something.
I get it. I get what you're saying, but I think that it's like one of the trends that I was going to bring up is everybody's ragging on the CQB crowd. Mm-hmm. Like everybody I think it's probably like a subsect of your crowd ragging on them for having gear that doesn't work, and then their actual stuff that they're showing or teaching people, it doesn't look like it's too good. But I think that if you really don't like that, which you want people, then you should open up your own YouTube channel for teaching people.
Probably a good idea.
You could film on your days off or whenever, and people would listen to you, sure. And you could monetize from it.
Just to make it clear, I don't fucking know anything.
Yeah,
I'm a kid that shoots at paper.
Shut
I
up.
work at a gun store.
No. You know plenty, and you know plenty.
Everything I'm saying is true. In the grand scheme of things, I am not a person you should trust with firearms information. Me saying I don't like tall optic mounts anymore.
Then why? If you seriously believe that, then why give it?
Because what I'm saying to you is not don't use a tall optic mount. It's me saying to you, test out the kit that you're using, shoot it at, actually time yourself, run drills with it, see a pattern emerge, and pick the thing that actually gives you better results instead of following trends.
Where can people time their shooting, though?
Buy a shot timer.
Where?
Packed club timer, too, at the range. You can use them at the public range. You don't have to do movement with it. You can do it at a bay. just fucking put 2 pieces of paper up and time, from low ready up 2 rounds on one target, 2 rounds on the other. Time that.
Tell me where you can do that in this area.
You can do that and shoot straight. You can put up one of those paper targets that has 2 distinct targets on it. You can put it up to the 25-yard line. You can hit your shot timer, get on low ready when the beeper goes out.
And you can rapid fire.
In a lot of, not all indoor ranges. I know some of them don't allow you to, but any serious range, I think, should be able to let you shoot fast because shooting slow, is stupid. But manatee gun and archery, they do not have a rate of fire limit. They don't care how fast you can shoot. They have stands for paper targets, put up 2 paper targets. This is just one example. Fucking go from low ready, 2 rounds on the first target, 2 rounds on the second target, check your time. Do that with a super tall mount, do that with a low mount, do that with a fighting stance, do that with both of your feet together, do that leaning back. See what works for you. Pursue the thing that gives you the better results, not what other people tell you are the better results. I'm being a bad example here by sharing my opinion on tall optic mounts, because if you just listen to this and your takeaway is, I should lower my optic, that's also not what I'm talking about. That's the wrong thing to do. Test it out, see what works for you. I'm just sharing what worked for me.
Dean?
I don't think we talked about this before. Mm-hmm. I don't really think it's a comfort thing because, going back to the example you gave with the tall optic mount, and you shot better with the lower one, and I like lower ones. I think you should still chase comfort because when I went from shooting a Glock to the staccato, the grip completely changed with my trainer. I hated the grip going into the staccato because it was different. I was uncomfortable, but after doing it for a while, I got comfortable with it, and it made me a better shooter. I don't think the way you're wording is don't chase comfort. You'll still need comfortability in whatever you're doing. Because if say you're low optic mount, if you got on that and you're shooting well, but your neck's cramping, you're not going to continue to shoot well. That whatever that went up, your accuracy went up, will drop after a while because you're uncomfortable, your neck's cramped, or your fingers are grabbing too tight, whatever the situation would be. I still think you need to chase comfort just in the right way with proper mechanics from whatever trainer you want to go with, because there's a lot of ways to do something. But once you learn a good, solid way, it's going to be uncomfortable at first. Keep doing it. Once you get comfortable, the accuracy and the speed will come because you can't just keep running. Do this because this person said it works. But if you're uncomfortable and everything's just off, it will never look like that. So I still think comfort needs to be up there on my chart. It needs to be high up there. Like you say, you come in, grab all the handguns, see which one's comfortable in your hands. That's a good starting point. If it's not comfortable, I don't think you should go get it and just force yourself in the training, because what happens, you won't continue to train. You might not be any good at it, and then you wasted a bunch of money, and you're already starting off bad.
The point that I was trying to make, though, is imagine that the first time you held a staccato, you went, this doesn't feel as comfortable as my Glock, and set it down and didn't pick it up because it wasn't comfortable. For you, the comfort came later, after you started using it. But when you first picked it up, you said it felt uncomfortable to you.
But if it would have continued to feel uncomfortable, I wouldn't have went that route. I would have, different grip, different gun, I would have to change it.
Gotcha.
I can't continue to shoot well if I'm uncomfortable. Uncomfortable, unhappy, you don't get good results in anything you do in life.
Luke?
Yeah, I think the comfort for the average customer that we have, comfort is a big part. Think of a woman coming in here and you give them a snub nose J frame. That's not a comfortable gun. They're not going to shoot it. They're not going to train with it. If something's not comfortable for someone and they're not going to enjoy it on a hobby level, I know you're probably you're definitely over the hobby level of it. You're more of the
obsession level.
Yeah. I think that people are just not going to, they're not going to train even at a lower level if something's not comfortable for them to use. I mean, I don't think there's that much of a difference between, lower 1/3 and whatever, a taller mount on an optic. But at least for handguns and entry level stuff, I think comfort is pretty important, especially for new shooters, just to stick with it.
People don't like being told what they're doing is wrong. People don't like being told you're stupid. And the majority of culture nowadays, especially on the internet, is you're stupid, you're holding it wrong, that's dumb. because it makes people feel less than. It doesn't grow the sport. Dig what you're saying, but my fear is that, and well, it's reality, is that that's not what people do. People make fun of, people lambast, people, they make other people feel shitty, or they're trying to make other people feel shitty because in the name of teaching people the right way, they make them feel shitty, which makes them feel better. Well, I'm not saying you, but that's generally people.
I get what you're saying.
I can just hear.
Sure, yeah.
Listen to this. So, punk rock, right? Punk rock was a big thing like in the 80s, right? It was big in this area, huge, and it was definitely fucking like counterculture, like and it wasn't. If other people tried to get into it, and you weren't fucking cool enough, like if for some reason they didn't think you were fucking cool, you got lambasted, chased out, whatever, and people didn't like you were told, well, yeah, you're fucking a dork, fuck off. What happened to punk rock was it died. It went almost mainstream, and then 1992 came, and then Nirvana launched an album, and then everybody fucking converged on it. Punk rock, though, all the bands and stuff died because they weren't accepting to mainstream culture. And now the bands that you see, like the Circle Jerks and Exploited, and they're just old guys still trying to make money. And the same thing happened in the early 2000s. The early 2000s, you saw a resurgence of punk rock in 1997, 1999, and you had bands like Blink-182 come out and MXPX come out, Goldfinger, and they produced really, fun poppy stuff. But then the other punk, like the other more hardcore punk rockers, were like, well, you're fucking dorks to the pop crowd, and then died again. And that's where we are now. You still have the legacy bands like Green Day and Blink-182 who come around every once in a while, but like punk rock died, and it goes through cycles. And I say it's because fucking people are dickheads. And when you come off as a dickhead, nobody wants to listen to you. People want to listen to you when you're caring. And what I say is, I just don't give a fuck. I'm going to do things how I do it. And to me, it's more important. Like, I think I can protect my family. And I am confident in. I mean, I've been in a bunch of situations, whether it's hurricanes or having to sleep here in the shop, having to open the building and clear the building. Like, I've been in situations where, like, yeah, it's I think I'm all right with my ability with firearms. I'm not as good as you, but I can use my firearm and protect my family, and I think that is what's most important. But I
think I've miscommunicated my point. I'm not saying make fun of people for having tall or low optic mounts.
Of course you didn't.
I'm not saying criticize people based on what they're doing and show them the right way, because there is no right way. I'm saying focus on the results, and I'm also saying never seek comfort or try to seek discomfort by any means. I'm saying the number one priority, in my opinion, should be the results that you get, nothing else. So some people will get much better results with a tall optic mount than a low one. For them, that is the correct choice. Some people will do way better with a Glock. Some people do way better with a staccato. I'm not saying go out there and tell the people with staccatos, no, the Glock is the correct way, or this is how you should grip it, or this is how tall your optic should be. I'm saying criticize the results.
How about just go out and shoot? Just go out and shoot, and if they need advice, to shoot you a DM.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Just I would rather have people just go out and do your thing. Go out and do your thing.
Well,
and
I want
and
people
if you
to
want
get better.
I get it. Some people view coaching or view that mindset as you're telling us what to do.
But I'm not. I guess in a certain way, I am telling you what to do, but
100%.
I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm telling you to do, what I'm telling you to do is to actually focus on the results you get. And I think the best way to do that is with a shot timer on a standardized drill with standardized targets. And I think your ability to be able to put rounds as fast as possible exactly where you want them is the number one thing that matters over comfort, over how tall your optic is, over, how you're gripping your gun, whatever works for you. I know I scrunch my shoulders up when I shoot pistols, which Dean tells me is not the optimal way, but he's also told me that he's seen grandmasters that shoot that way. Different things work for different people, but the only way you can figure out what works for you is if you actually look at timed results instead of you go to the range, you take your time slow and steady with poor fundamentals, you ding steel at your pace, and then you go, oh yeah, well, everything here is perfect because I'm dinging my steel and I'm not missing. I'm saying, no, there's levels to it. You can get a lot further in your fire, because I understand a lot of people just want to shoot, but I also know a lot of people who want to get better who don't exactly know how. That's kind of more of who I'm addressing.
The people who want to get better will hire trainers, or they'll DM you.
I think everybody goes to the range with, let me rephrase that. I think 85% of the people, not including the FRT guys that don't have a brace or a stock on their thing with no optics.
That was the other trend I wanted to talk about.
Like this up in the air.
That was the other trend I wanted to talk about.
85% of people that are going to the range are shooting with a purpose of trying to get better.
For sure.
But there's people like you and I who want to take a training class to improve our motions and whatnot. I mean, I took a pistol class back in December.
Did you pay for it?
I did not pay for it.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding.
But I mean, I would have paid for it.
How many classes have you taken where you didn't pay for them?
A couple.
A couple.
I've taken 0.
I get it.
But at the same time, I would have paid for it if I didn't have this opportunity. After taking
La 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 la. You
That's
are
not
the
true.
cheapest motherfucker ever. You are such a cheap motherfucker. I know you.
I don't
frugal.
think like
But
going and finding good training is easy.
everything that I learned from that class taught me that everything that I had been doing was completely wrong, because I was always taught to shoot a pistol like this with my feet squared up and my arms straight out, and that's not the proper way to shoot it.
Might not be for you.
And it was uncomfortable for the first day shooting it the way that I should have been shooting it,
I dig it.
and I
I
got
think-
way better.
I think too that I think there's a bit of a abuse going on with training classes.
Yeah,
I think there's a
100%.
lot of trainers out there who fucking just been pillaging people, just taking money and giving them poor fundamentals,
Or that
100%.
shouldn't be training.
or shouldn't be
Exactly.
training. But I have many children, and I've had many employees over 15 years, and I know that, and I've been around for a little bit. I know that people don't want to be told what to do, especially people in the firearms industry. And I know that people on the internet are fucking dicks, especially people in the firearms industry. I'm just saying that that I'm all for just go do what you want, learn, and if you want to get better, then DM Omar.
Can I give a closer real quickly?
Sure.
If you're a person who is shooting, who wants to get better at shooting, I think a lot of people should know this that don't. I personally think the only way to actually track if you're getting better or worse, or if the things you're changing are actually working for you or not, is to time yourself running a standardized drill and then seeing your results in real time. Shoot a drill, only count it if it's all alphas, look at your time, see if you can do it repeatedly, or if make sure it wasn't a fluke. If you can repeatedly run it at a certain time with all A's, that's your time for that drill. After that, change something up, run that a bunch of times.
What if someone
and
doesn't
see
know
if
what A's means?
the fucking bullseye, man. If you can hit all at the center of the target where you're relatively where you're trying to put the rounds, see if changing to something else after you've gotten comfortable with it and you're shooting it like that, if that's improved your time and if that's improved your accuracy, or the other way around, and look at your results and make your decisions based on that, not based on what some dude on the internet says you need to do to get better, not based on some trainer who charged you $1,000 for a CQB class.
But
what
aren't
he
you
told-
some dude on the internet that's saying something right now?
Correct, which is why I'm telling you, do not listen to me and go, oh, Omar's telling me I need a low optic mount, I should buy a low optic mount. Don't do that.
But you are saying you need to time yourself.
Yes, that is something I'm saying. I
So
think
you are a
should look
dude
at
on the
results.
internet saying you need to do this.
Correct. Yeah. Make this one exception for me. If you care about my advice on how to get better, I think the only way to do it is to time yourself and look at the results on how you're doing and make your decisions based on the results you're getting, not based on what trends are or what people are telling you to do.
Cool. When you get back from your day off, you can set up my shot timer and teach me how to use it.
Cool.
All right, we're gonna call it. We're gonna thank Andrew. How do you say your last name?
Kjeer.
Kjeer. I've been calling you Kjeer the whole fucking time. We want to thank Andrew Kjeer for stopping out and hanging out and doing the podcast with us. We want to thank the guys for doing the podcast. They don't have to come here, and they do, and they're away from their families and their animals. And, of course, Eric, the podcast guy who helps us. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. And I will see you again.